All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shuck will throw to get us started. Finds the in route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now Shuck to throw. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
New set of downs from 37.
Dragon 60. Go.
Shuck now on 1st down. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and short. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Ready up.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Trying for it with Shuck. It's on target to Johnson. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Point after good from Smith. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Looking quickly here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. His first throw is an interception. Justin Reed has the INT.
Dart's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go, baby.
They'll try it right with Brown. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Tag. Rock ladies. Street. Get out.
They'll run again with Brown. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kate, I don't think this defense is feeling a whole lot of relief, but I'll tell you this. You saved a touchdown for now, and now you got to recover and find a way to hold them out of the end zone.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Roll. Riggs. Movement.
Brown is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Giants nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Trying to find Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing on 3rd, here's Dart. That heater is going to fall to the turf. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll go. Here's Darts. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Ready? 19. Ready.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate in the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 7.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Shuck coming off that pick. He's got Jalen Lane. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Catch made by Chase Brown. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though, out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. From the red zone now. Brought in. And that play is brought to a halt, so you're going to say at the 5-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints grow their early lead to 13.
Okay, to put this first quarter in perspective a little bit, add a little context. You know what the single-season rushing touchdown record is? 28. 28 in 17 games. Well, LT did in 16 back in the day, but he's got 2 already here in the first quarter.
This one is up and good. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
This is our last play of the quarter. On first down, here's Dunk. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And all he can get is a yard in your book. It's going to be 3rd down. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third down now. Here's Darks. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10.
Going on first down. It's Darks. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And goes to the hurry up here. Third and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively. He may only be a rookie, but they've got some serious faith in him to hit from that distance like a longtime vet. That kick, actually a new season long for the rookie as well. Well done.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Shuck. Finds him on the crop. Johnson gets hit and he loses the football. And it's picked out by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Okay, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Screen here for Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Dart gonna go for it on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
60 Bison.
Dart gonna throw again. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
New York.
From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's a design run. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
Design quarterback run here. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
no gain.
Offense in the hurry up here.
3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. He's got it. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. They'll throw for it. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants cut the lead down to 4.
Giants 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. At 2:01, this is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. 70 range. 70 range.
Shuck now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. First and 10 now from the 46.
65, go!
Shuck working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. From the gun, again to Brown. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
Working quickly here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Shuck now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
90, crop ball 80.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shuck. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go. 74.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and
Shuck on 3rd down. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Panther 60, Panthers, go.
Brown on 1st and goal. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Escapes the pocket. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. And that goes out through the end zone. So a costly turnover, a would-be touchdown. Going to be a touchback instead. Ball coming out to the 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Check, foul track, check, go. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Working quickly here.
15 yards. And the Giants first down.
From the gun, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That play wrapped up by DeMario Davis.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Saints 28-yard line.
2nd down, looking for options. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Dart. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
Saints 21.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Go.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. On play action, here's Shuck. Get some space around midfield. Running down the left side. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Pop quick right side. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice game.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Giants with an extra DB out there now, third down. Shot to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tackle kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The loss of the yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
With a gun this time, here's Dart. Rolling left side, Bowers has it. And he will get this inside the 30. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 43 yards. And the Giants first down. A gain of 43 yards. And the Giants first down.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. We'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Justin Reed with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
One play action with Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle, and that takes them to 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Oh, a defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone where things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now Shuck to throw. Oh, put some heat on this. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a lead just before the end of the third. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints, 27.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Get some space around midfield. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Saints first down. Offense to the line fast.
47-yard line.
Shuck now on 1st down. Free inside the 30. Running in the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut it to 1 late in the third. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Shuck and the Saints offense still out there. They're going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. It's a foot race. The 50. The 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back.
36. Saints, 33.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. Darts back to throw. Downfield, just finds Waddle. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out.
34 yards.
How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Darts out of the shotgun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate, or if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely. This guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in, but not this time.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. Here's Darts. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop it for the sack on what's likely the final play of this third quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has it downfield, it's Chase. And he is stopped after a big gain, maybe a yard or 2 shy of that marker. 4th down coming up. They'll go, here's Darts. It's complete, this is Bowers. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Giants, 1st down.
From the gun, here's Darts. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game.
43. Saints 33.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
At the 60, at the 60.
Off the play action, Chuck. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third down, here's Shuck. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. It's a race down the right side. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19, Tiger. Street. Check smash. Panther 60, Panther 60. Under 10.
Caught at the one. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Dart now against the blitz. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Forced out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Giants are set to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shuck. Cut out left. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has this to the opposing 35.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shuck now from the gun. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Give all the credit to the coverage on that one. Even with plenty of time to throw, they never gave him a lane to complete it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Set up. 60 Bison. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here he is to throw. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been...
And his kick is no good, and that could be a big one, Brock. They fail to push the lead to a field goal. You know what that means. Now even more pressure on their defense. Reed now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A gain of 15 there. And it's good for a New York first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Giants.
Back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops.
It's a gain of 16
It's a great
yards.
pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield and just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3 now. Another one for Gibbs. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. First down now, ball at the 33. A give, left side for Gibbs. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. So they're going to go ahead and call the timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So they're going to go ahead and call the timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And the rookie nails the game winner. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field